Regardless, Len on the left versus Kamran Jahadi on the right. We're going to have Metagross, Tapu Lele, Garchomp, Tapu Koko, Gengar, and Pheromosa face off against Kam's team of Porygon 2, Gigalith, Kartana, Arcanine, Togedemaru, and Tapu Fini. This stream, of course, is brought to you by Chang Washington and Associates, LLC.
Oh, yeah. Chang Washington Associates, LLC. Do you like Pokemon? We like Pokemon.
We also like big
Yo,
business.
nice coordination.
Oh, nice. Same shirts, huh?
I don't think that was on purpose. I'm getting too hype, guys. It's too much hype.
Yeah, it's too loud, Chemo. Anyways, we're ready to get started here between the two. Cam's is going to send out Tapu Fini and Arcanine. Oh, shiny Arcanine. Ooh.
That
bling,
looks a
bling.
lot better than I remember it looking.
Oh, well, Pheromosa and Gengar is what Len's going to lead.
Yeah.
So very hyper offensive.
Pheromosa
like you said.
Gengar is the primary lead of this team.
It's super hyper offensive.
It really is.
Super hyper offensive.
You need to go, like, immediately.
Yeah.
And the problem with this lead matchup for Pheromosa is that neither of those Pokemon really care. Like, Arcanine might take some damage, but the Intimidate really, like, neuters Pheromosa's offensive potential. And at the same time, Fini doesn't really care too much about the primary attacks of Pheromosa. Now, I do know that Pheromosa has Poison Jab and Gengar Sludge Bomb. I personally would probably try to double tap the Tapu Fini with double poison moves to try and remove a slot as early as possible, but it's possible that he can survive.
Yep, Pheromosa now going to protect itself. Not going to want to get KO'd right off the bat. Arcanine goes for the extreme speed into that protect, so great protect from Len. As Gengar now going to weaken this Arcanine with a Sludge Bomb, but dude, that barely did anything. Doubling up in that Pheromosa with the Muddy Water, and of course going to hit this Gengar for, I don't know, Gengar's going to get knocked out from the next hit anyways. Gengar is so frail.
But it doesn't get knocked out, man. It takes it. We take those.
We take those? The accuracy drop, though.
Yeah,
that
that's
could
pretty
play,
annoying,
that could play
honestly.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was a turn of a bit of over-prediction from both players. You saw Len go for the Arcanine because he felt that the double tap on Tapu Fini was too obvious, and at the same time you see the extreme speed on, I guess he just wanted to avoid recoil.
Yeah. Arcanine going to protect itself. Cams wants to preserve that Arcanine for now. As Pheromosa goes for the Poison Jab here, going to connect onto that Tapu Fini. Oh, boy. Tapu Fini's so bulky and that Intimidate's so big. Oh, doubling up into that Tapu Fini. Oh, such massive damage. So there you go. Len picking up the first KO of this NPA match. Chang Washington and Associates, LLC, taking the early Pokemon lead in this match.
Well, you know, if I learned anything from watching my vast amount of sports games, it's that the early lead really doesn't matter at all.
It's all about the end game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Pokemon is a game of end games, and Togedemaru coming out is pretty annoying for Pheromosa because you can get a pretty easy fake out on the Pheromosa. Like, the Protect is obvious, of course, but, like, that creates a mind game in and of itself. Gengar is weakened. He can't really take out either of the slots and the accuracy drop. Being such an offensive team, Len might allow the Gengar to get feinted on this turn just so he can protect Pheromosa, bring in something to the next turn that can provide a lot of offensive momentum.
Fainted? You mean knocked out? I think that's
Is fainted a word?
It is a word, yeah, but I just think knocked out is just a bit more.
I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Lele is going to switch in for Len's side here, going to make the battlefield all sorts of weird.
Ooh.
Good call right there to protect the Pheromosa.
Look at that handsome man.
There we go. Now an all-out pummeling from this Pheromosa, going to connect onto what I believe is going to be the Togedemaru and do massive amounts of damage. But Togedemaru, of course, maybe Focus Sash. No Focus Sash? Not this one? Wow.
But I kind of expect him to do Arcanine. I would love. Yep.
I still respect that, yeah.
Yeah, that should still pick it up as well.
Oh, yeah, there you go. All right. All-out pummeling picks with KO on that Arcanine. So great switch to prevent Fake Out, great switch to prevent Extreme Speed. And now Pheromosa gets an attack boost, so that's always nice. As Togedemaru goes for a Zing Zap here, hitting that Tapu Lele. Wow, 50% and a berry here. A Citrus Berry?
Yes. Okay, there's an actual reason for that. So in this team, if your offensive momentum comes to any blocks, it can be pretty hard to pick up the pieces. The Citrus Berry allows us a bit of leeway to make switches in more desperate situations.
Okay, all right. Kartana going to switch in. Of course, Pheromosa is ready to go with an attack boost and pretty much nullifying the first Intimidate. Going to be able to hit anything on the field, really.
I mean, Len's playing this very well. He's made a bunch of correct offensive calls, and the Sludge Bomb from earlier that looked a little iffy on the Arcanine really came in handy.
Yeah, Pheromosa not going to want to take anything this turn, just going to protect, going to set up for a little bit later. Kartana gets to go for a Smart Strike here, connecting on that Metagross. Again, a great switch right there from Len. As, you know, Pheromosa, that was a very good protect right there.
It really was,
yeah.
and it made a ton of sense. I believe the Kartana is actually the thing with Focus Sash. Len probably doesn't know that. Just because of the item mix-up, it is possible for Cams to make a comeback.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Cams has what it takes. Kartana detects itself, not gonna.
Nice.
High jump kick into the Togedemaru, picks up the KO.
What?
There's the focus. Chemo.
Okay, Cams brought a different version of this team, so he wouldn't have to reveal it on stream during lunch break. I'm almost positive.
All right. Togedemaru avoids the attack from Metagross. I believe that was the Meteor miss that tried to connect on that Togedemaru. And Pheromosa hangs on, not even needing a focus sesh.
I mean,
to be fair, Zing Zap's pretty weak.
Yeah.
From Togedemaru at least. And double detect from that Kartana. And Pheromosa.
That's gonna.
There goes the Pheromosa just KOing itself because of that detect. Just crashing.
Crash and burn, baby. But like, Len still has great offensive position. Gengar outspeeds everything on the field. Metagross has huge power that Cams can't really stop.
Maybe it was a Zen headbutt that tried to connect last time, not a Meteor miss. Sorry about that, guys. I need lunge. Togedemaru does get KO'd, so now Metagross and Gengar and... Is there still one more Pokemon in the back?
Len
Tapu Lele, yeah. No, it's Lele, yeah.
I'm sorry.
So,
I'm
3-on-1.
I'm used to more bringing Coco myself, but the Metagross was very good here. I mean, Togedemaru is a little annoying to deal with if Tapu Koko. Metagross gains value in facing Gigalith. Makes a lot of sense.
Is it Assault Fest, Kartana?
Oh, no, that's Sash.
Oh well, no, it's not Sash, because the Togedemaru.
Okay, I think it's supposed to be Sash, but like his
Blue
item
Moon?
switch-ups are confusing me. That's probably why they took so long.
That's why you never assume teams, Chemo.
Well, I know the team, but like
Life lesson for you right there.
This match is a little different.
Don't make any assumptions. Len's going to take that game 1 of this sort of exhibition match. Well,
I mean, it was well played. Like, he made a lot of great offensive calls. You know, Len, an older player. You can call him one of the pioneers of VGC at this point, even though he was known as the young guy earlier on. And
wait, who's the young guy?
Len. He was the young guy.
But Cams is younger than him.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They're both young
I'm
guys.
giving the background story for my boy Len. Len's showing his instincts, basically. Like, he's using a very offensive team to just go with basic fundamentals, I think. Like, the ability to just read the opponent, not rely too much on meta knowledge.
Pretty much knock out their Pokemon before they can knock out yours.
Yeah.
Right? That kind of metagame.
Limit the effects that the actual meta has on you. You know, I'm sure Len keeps up a decent amount, but there could be weird little tricks that would catch a player like Len more off guard because he doesn't keep up as much as an active player. With a team that's so hyper offensive, you kind of like decrease the value in those techs and surprises. Yeah.
Again, for those of you tuning in, Len of CWA LLC versus Cams of the Heart Home Holy Spirits. Oh. Those nice tank tops.
Really
those
good.
Professor
That's the best one.
Those are Professor Oak tank tops, right?
I think that's the best one in the game.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
That's going to win Worlds, baby.
All right. So, again, thank you, CWA LLC, for sponsoring the stream right now for this NPA Fruit Fights. You know, big business deals are happening all the time. Pheromosa and Gengar, Len's not going to change them. I know Gengar is Len's favorite Pokemon, even though his name's Alaka.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense to me.
Yeah, well, Arcanine and Porygon 2 leads. The Intimidate's going to be huge because that Porygon 2 will be able to survive that all-out pummeling most likely. We see the download boost going to be an attack boost. Not sure if Cam's running that weird return variant, though.
I don't remember. I don't want to make any more judgments.
Don't make any assumptions, man.
But there is... okay, no, I can make assumptions for Len's team since this is on my cart. Gengar has Taunt. He can just taunt the Porygon 2. And a double tap would probably pick it up.
All right, Pheromosa protects itself, not wanting to get KO'd, and Gengar does go for a taunt. I kind of miss the old animation of Gengar taunting. I forgot in what game, but the Gengar uses its tongue to taunt the opponent.
Oh, really?
I forgot what game.
That's really good.
Maybe it was PBR. I think it was PBR. Pokemon Battle Revolution. Porygon 2 actually not going for... Cursed Body. Let's get those Cursed Bodies.
So Gengar
One
lost
of the buffs.
Levitate.
Buff or nerf? It depends.
It might be an overall nerf, but Cursed Body is not a useless ability. There's a lot worse than Cursed Body. And you really can just pick up a lot of free, basically, disables.
It just did. And now the all-out pummeling. Going to come out from this Pheromosa. Going to target down what I believe is going to be the Porygon 2 to just try to chip away at it. Yeah? Yeah? We'll have to see.
Like, because the Arcanine very commonly have, you know, the pinch berries. It is possible to do the Intimidate that he might go into the...
Oh, all right, into the Arcanine. Not going to want to chip away at this Porygon 2. I mean, it did lose all of its support moves and... Almost pick it.
That
That
might be
might be a
very-
KO right there.
Yeah,
Ah!
yeah, that was the problem I was talking about. That lets Arcanine survive the double tap, where Porygon 2 would not.
Yeah, but I mean, Porygon 2, what's it really going to be able to do? It can't use its support moves, and it can't use Ice Beam. It has, like, what, Thunderbolt or maybe Tri-Attack or Return. As, all right. Oh, 2 Curse Bodies in a row. Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. We take those.
You tell us, everybody at home, is Curse Body a nerf or is it a buff? Oh, Porygon 2, it's the Return variant.
Yeah, see, okay, so if he had double tap the Porygon 2, that's at least a KO. So you limit your own KOs to 1 while taking 1 off him. But if you're trying to keep up the momentum, especially when that's his speed control, like that's in favor of you.
Yeah, Metagross comes in. That's not going to enjoy the Arcanine. But the Curse Body. Getting
Coming
bodied by
in.
that Curse Body. Lele gets to make the battlefield weird. Not really going to matter. I guess Arcanine can't go for extreme speeds, but
So Feeny Kartana in the back would be pretty annoying. You reset the terrain and hurt both of Len's psychic types. And Kartana, pretty easy to thread in Lele. Well, not. The Metagross matchup is kind of even in that circumstance. And
Arcanine's protecting. What?
Don't know if I agree with the protecting.
Well, who are you rooting for? Are you rooting for CWALC or
Dude,
Heart Home Holy
don't
Spirits?
you know? I root for good plays.
Oh, yeah, you root for great sets between great players at great tournaments. Porygon 2, again, going to have to go for a return. Going to hit this Tapu Lele here. Going to bring it down to Citrus Berry range. What?
The
Clutch.
Citrus is so good.
Dude, Citrus is like... I'm just so used to seeing the pinch berries, though. Porygon 2's taunt wears off. All right, well... That's banned in Metagross, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's why Feeny is annoying, because then, like, if Len is relying on Zen Headbutt, you loses a lot of power. It's basically 50% gone.
Yeah. Well, Arcanine switching out. Tapu Lele gonna take away, or Tapu Fini is gonna take away the Psychic Terrain, which boosts the Zen Headbutts and the Psychic type attacks from Tapu Lele. So, kind of trying to disturb the synergy between the two Pokemon out on the field for Len's side. Tapu Fini takes that Psychic though, and Metagross gets to go for Zen Headbutt. Is it gonna be enough to KO without the Psychic Terrain on that Porygon 2? It is. All right.
That was actually a pretty good turn, and I really didn't expect it to go that way. I thought the Psychic Terrain being gone would have a lot more of a sway in the game. But the Kartana does come out. That's pretty annoying, and like the pressure that it can apply is potentially game-ending because he has Arcanine in the back, and he's locked in the Zen Headbutt. So I think Cam's is going to take this set, and it's really up to Len to adapt to the third game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see a way out. You know, resetting that Curse Body, Arcanine can just come in and Flare Blitz that Metagross. I don't think Metagross is bulky enough to take that Flare Blitz.
And it's locked into Zen Headbutt, so it doesn't really have a great way of dealing with Kartana and Tapu Lele. I mean, there could be some Protect plays going on, but like at the end, Kartana's speed control is what's going to allow that to work in Cam's.
Yeah, Lele is just going to get knocked out by the Kartana. We've already seen Smart Strike, and Kartana will easily pick up the KO from that range. And yep, there we go. Tapu Lele does protect itself and gets like one more turn of being out on the field, but it's not gonna matter. Metagross dodges the Muddy Water here. Zen Headbutt gonna hit this Kartana, but yeah, unless you can get 3 more protects, that's not really gonna matter
Even
much.
a critical hit wouldn't have helped him there.
No, 2 critical hits maybe, but
yeah. But I mean, he has to go for a double protect, then Zen Headbutt, then get the crit. And is he doing that?
What?
He protected and it failed.
Well, yeah, that's your option right there, and Len's just gonna lose this one here.
Maybe I think that Len is so old that like his instinct is dulled a little bit, you know.
His what?
His instinct is dulled a little bit. Potentially.
I guess,
That's
but he played that first game pretty well.
He played that first game very well.
You know, if Len really wants to save us some time, oh my gosh, that Muddy Water full power doing a good amount of damage to that Metagross. Again, like Len's done. This game's over. Game 3, let's bring it. Game 3 here. Heart Home Holy Spirits versus CWALLC.
LLC boys.
Who you rooting for?
I mean, deep in my heart, LLC.
Who do you think's actually gonna win?
No idea.
Oh boy.
The viewer.
Huh?
The viewer.
The viewers.
Yeah.
The viewers get an extra match, which is always really nice, right?
The viewers get some time with me. That's like always pretty good. Okay, so one of the things about this very hyper-offensive Pheromosa team that might be a little hard to see from the outside. It is very much a read-heavy team, very much so. You know, it's kind of obvious in that, like, oh, you're frail, but like what this really means is that if you predict even a single turn incorrectly, that could be the game for you. And I think you saw that when Len decides to double tap the Arcanine instead of the Porygon 2. Now, we did get information on Arcanine's set for Len in that by making that decision, but that information isn't as good as the potential to win. And by removing Porygon 2 earlier, you had that greater potential to do so. I kind of do expect Len to lead the same things again, just because I think that's what he would do as a player. And I think, like, the lead matchup wasn't exactly great for Cams. It was, like, fairly even, maybe even a little detrimental for him. It was just that Len made the wrong read, and that's...
The plays.
This team's like a double-edged sword, basically.
There's no double-aid here. There's no
Ooh.
Aegislash here. That's not allowed in this format,
Dude,
Chemo.
let's talk about Aegislash. I'm so happy that's not around. I don't like that mon at all. Like, the design is cool and everything. That's great. But, like, it is always just so centralizing. And, like, we see a big variety of steel types here. Togedemaru, Cortana, Metagross. Aegislash would ruin
Throw on Celesteela, Magnezone,
Yeah.
that we every once in a while see. Of course, Celesteela you see a lot more often than Magnezone, but, you know.
I mean, they're still both good steel types.
All right, everybody, game 3 here between CWA LLC Len Deuel versus Heart Home Holy Spirits Kamran Jahadi. Porygon 2 and Arcanine leads for Cams again, and, you know, why change what you think is going to work?
Exactly.
Yep. Maybe this time one thing that Len has to do is just target that Porygon 2.
Just go for it.
Just go for it.
immediately.
You know, don't let it stick around for too long. You know what I'm saying?
That was the name of the game in Dallas, man. You just go in for it.
All out.
Pummeling.
All
That's a joke, guys.
right. So what do you think is going to happen? The taunt?
I want Len to do the double tap. I think that's the best move. I think Cams, because even if Cams makes the switch, there's still a large punish on that. But I think Cams will go for the Ice Beam again to try and get around the taunt. I think Len is worried that he might not pick up the KO on Porygon 2, but at this point, that's something that you kind of have to hope for. And even if it's a roll that you want. I think Arcanine going for Flare Blades on the Pheromosa is likely because we know that it's not Focus Sash.
Yep. Again, another Protect here from this Pheromosa. Not going to want to. All right. Just going to go straight for a Sludge. Oh, I like that. I like that. Now the all-out pummeling will be able to pick up the KO on that Arcanine. I like that. I like that a lot.
Good. I was worried that Cams would just go for the Trick Room anyway.
Yeah, but Cams was probably worried about the taunt. You know, you don't want to waste a turn like that. And even then,
no, that's potentially the game in doing that. It's a risky play.
Yeah, but even the game before, like Cams didn't even do it. He just went for an Ice Beam that turn, right? Got taunted and then just went for an Ice Beam. So better position here for Len. Now he can go for the taunt if he really wants to, or just go for a Sludge Bomb in that Porygon 2. This all-out pummeling should be enough to pick up the KO on the Arcanine because of the reversive order of things that just happened.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things about berries, you know? Like, berries ruin a lot of things.
I mean, they make things a little complicated.
No!
Len! What?
Not that we're biased or anything, but still, hitting that Porygon...
See, I told you just the double tap is like money.
Money, just
money,
like what CWA LLC enjoys.
Oh, yeah.
Porygon 2 does get KO'd here. Boy. Arcanine gets go for a Flare Blitz. Going to target down the Pheromosa.
Okay, maybe he thinks that the Flare Blitz won't put him in range of the berry, so he could just pick it up with a Sludge Bomb. Which is like, if that actually works out, okay, that's pretty good. But
that's pretty close. I don't know if the Sludge Bomb's going to KO
and
here.
I'm pretty sure that's especially defensive Arcanine, so I'm very iffy on that. Maybe Lele could do it, but not Gengar, I don't think. Feeny will probably come out. He's got Feeny Cortana in the back for sure.
You want to keep making assumptions, Chemo? Oh, there's Feeny. All right, you think
halfway there?
You think Cortana's in the back?
I do. I mean, like, it sealed up the game in Game 2. It makes a lot of sense. Like, once you because okay, Gengar Pheromosa is the general lead. Those are both faster than Cortana. He doesn't bring Tapu Koko. This means that throughout the game, the two faster mons are going to get worn down. That's why Len has to go really, really fast. Now, he did make that work through the positioning, more so than the reads, I'd say. But it is a little risky.
All right, Gengar not going to want to get KO'd just yet. Tapu Lele goes for a Thunderbolt into that Feeny. I don't know what your reaction is right now. That's in range for a Sludge Bomb, I guess, but you might lose your Lele. Nope,
I mean, he's
not going to lose Lele.
That's a good position.
It's a better position. It could have turned out way worse.
Yeah, definitely. Because now, I mean, the Muddy Water, if it gets a drop, could be annoying. But now he can Sludge Bomb, Psychic, and potentially pick up a double KO. And there's not a lot of recovery from that because Cortana is a piece of paper. It's not going to really take hits. It can go for the Sludge Bomb, and that's the safe move, I think. But it's not like Len's got the boulder rolling down the hill in his way. Is that a thing people say?
I think so.
Yeah.
Get the ball rolling.
No, because boulders are bigger than balls, basketballs, golf balls,
But what about like,
meatballs. I'm hungry, dude.
dude, meatball subs are coming. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Yeah, Len. I think Len's in a bit better position. Top Feeney gonna withdraw here. Gonna go back to Cams, and Cartana's gonna come and probably try and take a sludge bomb. Let's see if Len saw that coming. Gengar goes for a sludge bomb into that Arcanine. Isn't enough to pick up the KO though.
No.
Is it? Is it? Is it? It is.
What?
Dude, got you. Got him.
Ooh.
Got that Arcanine as Tapu Lele goes for a
Dude, you're
Thunderbolt.
not even a rapper.
Dude, I'm not even a commentator, man.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, wow,
right.
that Thunderbolt actually did a ton.
Yeah, Len is in good position to seal the deal here for CWA LLC, just like we closed business deals
All day, dude.
all day. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Just Shadow Ball the Carton and then Thunderbolt the Feeny, and that should be it.
Yep, that should be it. I think Len's got this.
Wow, Len.
He did really well. That was very well played. The positioning throughout the whole third game was very good. I think it was less read-based and more, in my eyes, it was more of a defensive way to go about that team. Or defensive is a strong word, but it wasn't as offensive as I would have gone. Because I would have just smacked that Porygon 2 immediately.
He did.
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
No.
Oh, well. Yeah. I mean, it was a good set, right?
No, it was a good set.
Good
like
set.
good
Hyper
shout-outs to both
offensive,
players.
Len versus a little bit more defensive Cam's playstyle. Yeah, closing thoughts about that match?
Spirits suck. Go Chang.
That's not the full name. Chang Washington Associates.
CWALLC.
Yep, there you go. All right,
Boys.
that's yep. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna go ahead and I guess take a quick break. For those of you just tuning in, we are currently waiting for the lunch break to end in order to jump into round 3 here at the Salt Lake City Regional Championships. We just had an exhibition match for you guys to kind of tide you over, just like how breakfast is trying to tide us over.
I guess so.
You guess, yeah.
Not
Kimo,
doing a great
what's your
job.
record right now?
I'm 1-1.
Yeah?
I lost to Terry Hong in the second round. He's a very good player from SoCal. Matchup was fairly even. He just had some really good tech, and he played the set well. Like, it's not a loss that I feel bad about, like most of them.
Yeah.
And the way Salt Lake City is set up as a regional, you are absolutely not going to cut if you're X2. Like, maybe, but, like, it's going to be everyone that, like, lost in a later round. It's going to be, like, a messy, gross resistance situation. Terry is a player that I trust enough to have good resistance, and as long as I say X1, you know, we're good. And there's not a lot of people that I would worry about at X1 currently. Maybe later, but like I'm in an okay spot basically.
I just looked at the pairings for round 3, and actually, like, a lot of players
They're
are
up.
actually 1-1. Yeah. Yeah, they're up.
Show me that money.
Well, no. We're gonna
Oh,
take
it's
a
right
quick break.
there.
We're gonna
Oh,
take a quick break,
okay.
and when we return, round 3 here at Salt Lake